All right, let's talk about customer loyalty. But I want you to forget the flimsy punch cards and those spammy birthday discounts for a second. We're going to dive into how AI is completely changing the game, moving us away from generic perks and into a world of experiences that feel like they were made just for you.
Yeah, that feeling right there. The feeling of being truly seen and known by a brand, that's what builds loyalty you just can't break. But here's the big question. How can a massive global company create that same local coffee shop vibe for millions of customers all at once? Well, that is the billion-dollar question that AI is finally starting to answer.
Okay, so before we get to the solution, we really have to get a handle on the problem. I mean, for decades, the playbook for loyalty has been pretty much the same. But in today's digital world, it's really starting to fall apart. Seriously, think about it. How many of those little paper punch cards have you lost? How many generic 20% off emails are just sitting in your inbox, totally unread? For us as customers, it's just noise. And for businesses, it's often a huge money pit, just an expense that doesn't build any real, lasting connection.
So, if the old way is broken, what's next? Well, the solution is all about using AI to create that feeling of being known, but doing it for millions of people at the same time. And this whole concept, it has a name: hyper-personalization. And let's be super clear here, this goes way beyond just sticking your first name in an email subject line. We're talking about AI understanding your unique patterns, what you buy, when you browse, how you interact, all to predict what you'll need next, sometimes even before you realize it yourself.
This right here, this is the fundamental shift. Instead of generic one-size-fits-all offers, we get unique experiences that feel totally effortless and relevant. And for the business, loyalty stops being just another expense line item and becomes the actual engine that drives profit and builds real relationships.
So this all sounds pretty amazing, right? But how does AI actually pull it off? Let's kind of lift the hood and take a look at the mechanics behind this powerful tech. So how does this magic actually happen? Well, it all starts with predicting your behavior. Knowing you're about to run out of your favorite coffee beans and sending a reminder right on time. Then there's something called contextual segmentation, which is pretty cool. It doesn't group you by your age, it groups you by what you're doing right now, like maybe searching for a weekend trip. The AI then picks the perfect channel in content, like an app notification with hotel deals instead of a boring email. It even tweaks its approach in real time based on what you do. But, and this is the most important part, all of this has to be built on a foundation of handling your data ethically and being totally transparent about it.
Now, this isn't some far-off, futuristic concept. It's happening right now, probably in the apps and services you use every single day. Let's look at a few examples. You ever wonder how your streaming service just knows what you want to watch on a Friday night? Yep, that's AI. Our little cafe example, it's doing it too, using weather data to send you an offer for a hot drink on a cold, rainy morning. Beauty brands are using it to send perfectly timed reminders to refill a product. The goal is always the same: be genuinely helpful, right in that perfect moment.
Of course, a technology this powerful also comes with some pretty significant challenges and, frankly, some big responsibilities. And this is the question at the very heart of it all. There is a razor-thin line between a brand being perfectly helpful and getting it wrong, which can feel invasive or just plain creepy.
When it comes down to it, it's all about trust. Brands have to be absolutely rigorous about protecting data privacy because a single breach can destroy everything. They have to avoid those embarrassing misfires, like suggesting baby products to someone who isn't a parent. That just shatters the illusion of being understood. They've got to be transparent, and of course, they have to manage the huge costs of these systems. If you get any of this wrong, the whole relationship just falls apart. Okay, so if you're a business owner, this might all seem a little daunting. But here's the good news. You don't have to build some massive system from scratch. There's a really clear path to get started. The roadmap begins with something you already have, your data. Step one is just to get it all into one place. From there, you can actually use a lot of off-the-shelf AI tools that are already built into many marketing platforms. The real key, though, is to start small. Don't try to boil the ocean. Pick one specific thing you want to achieve, test it, measure the results, and then, and this is critical, get direct feedback from your customers. You have to ask them, does this feel helpful and personal, or does it just feel like surveillance? And in the end, that's the real takeaway here. AI-powered personalization isn't just another marketing fad. It is a fundamental shift in how relationships are built between brands and people. In a world that's just filled with generic noise, the future really does belong to the personal. The brands that are going to win are the ones that make each and every one of us feel truly seen.